Welcome to this special webinar. Today, I'm excited because December is one of my favorite times of the year. The holidays are here, but also there's an invigoration I find that propels us towards the new year and an inspiration to create something new. And so we want to support that energy with and for you. So today we're going to learn the 4 steps to creating a prosperous new year. And then I will tell you about a new program that we're starting. It's 30 days of Shreem Brzee starting January 1st. And we want all of you to become part of that. So we'll tell you all about that. So first of all, the 4 steps to creating a prosperous new year. You all already know the solution, right? It's Shreem Brzee. And Dr. Pillai says Shreem Brzee only works when you remember it. So during that 30-day program, we're going to help you remember it every single day starting January 1st. But for now, what we're going to do is teach you a little bit about how to use the mantra. Some of you already know this, some of you are new. So there's several techniques. One is simply chanting it out loud or inwardly, and doing that as much as possible throughout the day. Next is to sit in meditation and chant the mantra. Now you're going a little more deep. You're not also engaging in worldly activities. So you're allowing the mantra to seep deeper into your spirit and make more significant changes. And you do that by elongating the syllables and really feeling them throughout your body. Step 3 is writing the mantra. This is a technique that I think has been overlooked for its significance. You're taking an instrument, pen or pencil, whatever it is, and writing that. That is taking the unmanifest and making it manifest. Dr. Bai recently talked about the significance of writing, and it's because it becomes a commitment. You're binding the mantra. So writing the mantra. And next is listening to the mantra. Listening to it and play it throughout the day, everywhere you are. I like to put it on repeat in my room so that whenever I enter that room, it is just always happening. And guess what? Now I remember it because it's already happening, whether I'm there or not. And Dr. Pillai says that fills the space. It's filling the ether, filling the air in your room with the sound. So that's step 1. Step 1 is committing to Shreem Brzee and using it and allowing it to use you throughout the day. So step 1 is the mantra. Step 2 is your goals. So what we're going to do is I have a little workbook that I want to share with you. Where did my workbook go? Here it is. So I'm going to just help you get a little more focused here with this workbook. You can see it. And if you have registered for this workshop, you will have received this. And if you didn't yet register for the workshop, then please do so through the link below this video. So Manifest Your Dream workbook here, your dream year, prosperity. So step 1, I already talked through how to use the mantra. And if you have this little workbook, you can write the mantra here 9 times. And as you're writing it, reflect upon how abundance feels, what it is you want to create. Step 2 is gaining clarity around your goals. Dr. Pillai has said so many times that if you don't have a direction, you can't get from point A to point B. He's given the example of you can't get from New York to California if you don't know what direction you're going. So you need clarity around what it is you want and how to get there. So this is such an important part of the manifestation process. Even if for a split second you feel what it feels like and know in deep clarity what it is you want to manifest, that split second, for me anyway, my experience it really impacts how you will engage with that and how that goal and that manifestation will unfold for you. So gaining clarity. So you can't just say, I want money. You have to know how much you want, but more importantly, you want to know how you feel when you have it. What particular amount of money will have you feel safe, secure, abundant, generous, so that you can give more away, right? All of those are the emotions that are behind what you're creating. And that is extremely important. So as you're going through your goals, your financial goal, your personal goal, your spiritual goals, your relationship goals, any of them, how does it feel having already manifested and then living inside of that emotion, living inside that feeling? Okay, so just take a moment right now and jot down what that would look like for you. How does, and pick one, just pick one for this purpose of today, and write it in chat. What does it feel like to have manifest this one particular goal that you really want? Now, the trick here is we will just go off in our everyday life, getting distracted by what is, instead of focusing on what we want to create. And so I encourage you to set a timer, maybe once, twice. Dr. Pillai says every hour. I know that can be a lot, but even if you set a timer for twice a day, to sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and feel through what it is you want to manifest, imagine it in detail. It's already there. And then chanting Shreem Brzee to further empower that manifestation. So that's your second step. But the clarity is really important. And the key to that clarity is the emotional engagement. Okay. And then painting that picture. And that brings you clarity. So please, if you are inspired, write in chat what just even one feeling. Someone said relief. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, right. Like maybe you have all this financial stress. And if you had this breakthrough, you'd have relief. What else? Give me some more experiences, emotions. Invigorating. Yes. Large, big, happy. Heaven on earth. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, wonderful. Those are so important. And when we manifest for ourselves, when we create, we're helping everyone around us because we are raising our vibrations and we are being in that state of mind that allows the receptivity. Okay, so you're not just helping yourself, helping the people around you, whether that's your friends, your families, your colleagues, your town, right? It expands out. How much energy we create really makes a difference. Celebration. Someone said, I can walk with full stride. Now, all of those emotions, you can do that right now in this very motion. You can celebrate. You can walk with full stride. You can be creating heaven on earth. You can be happy. You can have relief. You can feel invigorated. Simply by mapping that emotion of it already is and walking around like it already is, because that's how you create. Okay, so I want all of those things that you're saying. Do it now. Don't wait. Do it now. Today is the day, right? Do it now. So just feel, and it's just Dr. Pillai calls it a fantasy meditation. He said it's the most fun meditation because it's not boring. You can do it throughout the day and just feel that has already happened. And again, remember, the trick is remembering. So freedom, another one. So that's step 2, gaining clarity and then living out as if it already is. And then using Shreem Brzee to further empower. Okay. So I'll go back to my little workbook here. So in the workbook, if you have the workbook or want to download it, we have a little box here, financial goal, set up meaningful goals, and then what does your financial abundance goal look like? Personal goal, what growth do you want to create? Spirituality, what connection do you want to have to your higher self? And when you write these out, and you can also get a journal, but it's good to just write something down. Like I said, Dr. Pillai talked about writing is binding. It is a commitment. You're committing to yourself, the universe, God, Goddess, Shreem Brzee. This is what you want. And then you're going to follow through on it every day, right? And if you can't do it by yourself, that's what we set up the 30-day manifestation journey for. Step 3, accelerate manifestation with affirmations and sacred tools. An affirmation, Dr. Pillai has given some of those. I want it right now. Waiting is a waste of time. But there's any type of affirmation that has you feel like inspired. I am prosperous and abundant. I am happy and free. And you can take the emotions that you just said and create that into an affirmation that you can remember and remind yourself every day. I am relieved and fullness, and I have fullness, right? I am walking in full stride. I celebrate life. I celebrate everything, right? I have freedom. So take what you already you take the emotions and then put that into an affirmation that you can remind yourself. Again, it's about reminding. It's hammering, hammering, hammering. Dr. Pillai said, hammer the mantra. And then you add the mantra to the end of your affirmation. I'm a magnet for abundance and opportunities. Shreem Brzee. I attract my desires. Shreem Brzee. Whatever it is. Excuse me. Next is sacred tools. So we have the affirmation. We're using our emotions, creating that into an affirmation. And now what sacred tools? Dr. Pillai is the master at helping us accelerate and not spend time on the manifestation process. Sacred tools such as yantras, statutes, rituals that get performed on your behalf, rituals that you can do at home, Lyme rituals for removing negativity, hydration ceremonies to bring the energy of Lakshmi towards you, all of that. And we will go through that in a little more depth in the program, in the 30-day program, and more specifically in the 30-day program that includes coaching. In fact, in the coaching section, in the coaching program, we are going to ask everyone to do a daily hydration, whether it's a statue or a yantra, or even a laminated picture of Lakshmi. Hydrate something every single day. And that's going to be part of it. So that those tools accelerate and make faster your manifestation. And fourth, last but certainly not least, is community. You cannot do this alone. And if you can, that's awesome. Go do it. But being part of a community, we have found, helps to create a supportive environment that allows people to stay connected and remember the mantra. And not only remember the mantra, but have the inspiration from others. I remember doing a Shreem Brzee program a couple years ago. The program was so amazing because a huge part of it was people sharing every day in the community group that we had, sharing their wins and allowing people to encourage them, those wins to encourage other people, questions asked of the teachers, all really incredible. So you can do anything with a supportive community. And on the flip side, it can be dangerous to not have a supportive community. Let's say you really want to chant Shreem Brzee, but you live in an environment where that's not supported, or there's a lot of negativity. You might get sucked into that energy. Your energy of the people around you make a huge difference. I think there's a saying, you're the sum total of the 6 people you're closest to, or 4 people you're closest to, right? That makes a difference. So identify the people who you surround you with. Are they allowing you to prosper? Commit to yourself to being part of a community of like-minded people. Being part of that community allows us to grow, encourage, inspire, and also accountability. So if you aren't already part of the Shreem Brzee communities, I invite you. These are all 100% free. No charge for the Facebook group, which is very active, asking questions. The WhatsApp group, they're posts only, you can't reply to it. The Telegram group, you can reply. We posted, you can reply under that. We just finished a 21-day gratitude challenge in there, which was a lot of fun. And then the Shreem Brzee app is something that is coming very soon. I will tell you a little bit more about that. And then finally, vision for 2025. Look ahead at what the year is going to look like for you. I will actually go through this in way more detail on December 31st. There's another complimentary workshop on New Year's Eve to walk all through this visioning process. So that's what we're going to do on December 31st. So that is your 4 steps to creating an abundant new year. Now, as I mentioned, these are simple, right? These aren't anything, you might have even heard all of them before. You probably heard me say some of those before. But what's important is actually doing it. And what's important to actually doing it is having people to support you and so to do so. So that's why we created the 30-day manifestation challenge. And I'm so excited about it because I've been wanting to do this for years. And finally, we have created the program. There's a full 30 days of what we will be let me pull that up because I want to tell you a little bit about this. So I'm going to, and also the big announce is that we have a Shreem Brzee app and it is almost ready for you to log in and become a part of. It's going through its final approvals on Apple and Google. So even if you find it, it might have an old, don't do anything with it just yet. This week, it'll have all of its updated parts. And I will do another video on that because it's just, we're so excited that it's finally here. So in the meantime, though, we are definitely not letting that stop us from moving forward with our 30-day manifestation challenge. And here it is, 30 days to an abundant new year. We're going to transform our wealth consciousness with just 10 minutes of daily affirmations, mantras, and guided meditation. And it begins on January 1st. There are early birds. If you register before December 14th, we are hosting a live full moon group meditation on December 14th. And you'll also receive $50 off the Journey Plus coaching. And the Plus coaching we'll get to in a minute. So you have a few days to to register before the early bird expires. So really, I'm just going to jump right down to, so dedicated from day one, right? Like that's so important. I really want to engage all of you. And really, honestly, it's because I need it. I'll tell you a little story. There was a couple years ago, Dr. Pillai said to me, if you do Shreem Brzee every day, he said for 8 hours, he's like, for 8 hours, your life will completely change. And I was like, well, I have to work. And he's like, okay, if you do it for 4 hours every day for 30 days, your life will completely change. And I was like, well, and he was like, okay, if you do it for 20 minutes a day, every day for 30 days, your life will change. And I was like, okay, I can do that. And I got really excited about it. And that's inspired me, honestly, to create this program because he literally said every day for 30 days, 20 minutes. And we're giving you 10 minutes. You can, but we're going to give you options inside the app to do 20 minutes if you like. So this is his guidance. This is his direction. This is his ask of us to do a program that is committed for 30 days. And the commitment coming on January 1st to me is just even more inspiring. So what's going to happen? Your manifestation journey here begins with just 10 minutes a day. And the first week we're going into the foundations. In fact, let me show you the actual, if you go all the way down to here, you will see the schedule, which to me is one of the most important things. So here is how we begin. We have the first week, the foundations of Shreem Brzee. The intention here is to introduce you to the mantra, set your intentions, establish a solid daily practice. We're going to briefly touch upon all these very important topics. Introduction to Shreem Brzee. Setting up a manifestation space, just making sure you have some space that is clear and clean that you can go to. It doesn't have to be your whole house. It doesn't even have to be your whole room, just one little space that is allowing you to be inside of that energy that you're going to reinvigorate every single day. Establish a ritual. Importance of creating something that is daily. The power of intention and focus. Chanting techniques, visualization practice. I'll give you how to create this visualization, the vivid outcome that we just talked about. And then the week is we're going to celebrate our wins and reflect upon how that week went. Week 2, overcoming limiting beliefs. I'll give you these bite-sized wisdom from Dr. Pillai on how to do that. Cultivating gratitude, how that allows you to manifest even more. The art of receiving. If you are not open to receiving, you can ask all you want and it won't come to you. Manifesting journal. So ideal to have something where you can manifest, or write down, your manifestations every day. Just getting a little something. Shreem Brzee manifestation for finances. Affirmations. We're going to have several affirmations throughout the program. Again, weekly reflections. The Q&A session is will be for the 30-day program who are not in coaching. The Q&A will be inside of the app, and then for those of you in the coaching, will be live with Kalkidas and I. He'll talk more about that. Week 3, visualizing for manifesting, clearing your energy, mindset shifts to abundance, the power of giving in order to receive, similar to the being grateful, emotional clearing, group chanting for affirmation, and for amplification, we're going to encourage you to join the weekly group live chanting that will happen every Friday. Again, weekly and reflections. Week 4, we're going to really now you're in week 4, you're grounding into your practice. You've been here for 21 days now. You're integrating Shreem Brzee into your life. You're creating positive habits. You're really trusting the process, really keeping going, just keep going. Raising your vibration with joy and celebration, because towards the end of the month, we started you were not quite as inspired. So we really have to amp it up the final week. Self-love and worth, being able, again, that's the key to receiving, manifesting, visualization, your life goals and what you want to create. Some of these are similar because they have to be reiterated because the content is very short, right? We're promising you 10 minutes a day as a minimum. So some of this is very short and we will repeat a little bit in slightly different ways. Weekly reflection, and then sharing your success stories, and then concluding and how to envision what is next for yourself. So let me go back. Let me go back to our page. You'll get a couple bonuses. One is I love this song. It's on the Dancing with Shiva CD. If you don't already have that, it's the Lakshmi chant that will be in your program. Next is the 30-day program plus coaching. So that's going to, your plus coaching includes everything that we just said, all these 30 days within the app that you'll be able to easily have access to. And inside of the app, you'll have access to Q&A via chat on there. And then once we get into the coaching, that's where the live sessions begin. And I'll invite Kalkidas Siddhar Sunny to come and talk a little bit more about this part of it. And let me also just make sure there aren't any questions. So Kalkidas, if you are ready, we'd love to hear more about. So first of all, I do want to say that Kalkidas Siddhar is a master teacher and coach at Pillai Center. He's been personally trained by Dr. Pillai for coaching and for teaching. He has an incredible amount of experience. He coaches very exclusive and high-end people. Amazing results from his coaching. I don't think he's ever done group coaching before. So if you have, it's been quite some time. So we're honored to have him as our group coach during this program. So and we've priced it so affordable for you for what you're going to receive. And Kalkidas, if you can tell us a little bit about that group coaching, that'd be super.
The group coaching is an idea that Dr. Pillai has talked about, that he always wanted to create Shreem Brzee coaching. Okay, so while we have not yet released any opportunity for you to work one-on-one with Shreem Brzee coach, we wanted to bring an opportunity so that everybody who is in this 30-day program who wants more in-depth actionable steps. So for example, there are so many topics that we'll go through in these weeks. How does it apply to your life? So that personalization where you can come online and you can ask us, whether it's your job situation, whether it is a situation with your inheritance, whether it is a situation, with starting a business. So in every way, abundance in every way that matters to you in your own personal life. And if you're wondering, okay, how will I incorporate Shreem Brzee to solve my own unique situation, my own unique problem? So that is where coaching comes in, where we will help you to personalize the teachings in this program and develop your own personal practice specific to your own goal. Okay, so there is somebody I was talking to the other day, and I was telling her a story, and I'll tell you the story quickly. There was a saint in India, Adi Shankara, and he became a monk at a very young age. Monk meaning he renounced wealth and family and everything. And he was begging for food because in the rule of in monkhood in those days is you should not cook food. You should only get food from people who are householders, and you beg food from them. And he came to a woman's house. He called, please give me food. The woman came, and she looked all in her house. She didn't have any food left. She had a small gooseberry. So she came and dropped this gooseberry. And while she was dropping it, if somebody comes to your home, just don't give them a single gooseberry. You try to give them a good amount of food. And it's just a gooseberry. That's all she had. And Adi Shankara could see the pain that she is in of having no money. She didn't have any food even for herself. All she had in her home was this gooseberry. At that time, Adi Shankara calls on Goddess Lakshmi. What is this? This lady is suffering so much. Please give her wealth. And the goddess says she is going through her karma, and that is her destiny in this life, that she has to go through these hardships. But Adi Shankara says, but she has given me a gooseberry, and he negotiates with the goddess. He negotiates with her. No, you have to bless her because she has given this to me. And as a result, she has done a sacrifice. Her karma has changed. Please bless her. And Lakshmi becomes happy and blesses this lady with a shower of golden gooseberries. Now, this happened several centuries earlier in India. At that time, people had the faith, that allowed for such a miracle to happen. In today's time, I have seen it happen slightly differently, but equally, beneficial. I have had people, I'll give a modern day equivalent, which I've seen with Shreem Brzee. People getting a call, somebody who doesn't have a job for a few years, getting a call out of the blue from a company that they did not even apply for. Someone, their friend or somebody else, found their resume and recommended them. And they got a call, they got an interview, and they got the job. Okay. Or they got an unexpected raise. Okay. So I'm just giving you, what modern day scenarios I have seen happen to people who tap into the power of Shreem Brzee. I've also seen, and in our next webinar, when we do, we'll talk about some stories of somebody investing a small amount of money, couple of $100, and it becoming almost $100,000. And how these things are possible, it's very difficult to imagine, but that's what happens when you really tap into Shreem Brzee. So in the group coaching program, our goal is to engage you and to keep you focused, keep you on track to mastering this mantra in your own life. So not only you get to ask questions and clarifications on how you can apply these teachings in your own life, we give you additional information on how you can establish a contact with Shreem Brzee and begin to bring her miraculous energy into your body, mind, and soul, so that these kind of great opportunities come to you, miracles happen in your life. See, the goddess can do any miracle, but we have to surrender to her. And how we can do that, through our daily practice is something that we will highlight in the program. And you will also be able to meditate. So when we get together, we will do very, very powerful invocation and group meditations together. So along with the 30-day program, this will be additional opportunity for sessions to go deeper into meditating on Shreem Brzee, learning about Shreem Brzee, getting your personal question answered, and then staying laser focused to starting the year with this consciousness of connecting with prosperity, abundance, bliss, all the good things of the world that Goddess Lakshmi represents. As you know, Dr. Pillai teaches 200% life. So we must make the first month of the year and build a strong foundation by dedicating it to Shreem Brzee. And that's our goal. And this coaching program, for those of you who want additional help, additional hand holding, who want access to Radha and me to answer your personal question, we have designed the coaching option for you in addition to the 30-day program. I hope to see some of you there, and we will talk about it further in our future webinars.
Super. Thank you so much. That was perfect. So folks, in addition to what Kalkidas just said with the 4 sessions, with he and I, there will be a bonus session. It will just be him because I'll be in India. And that will be helping to you just, wrapping up, and it's an empowerment to really help you move forward. Another bonus for the people who join the group level, the group coaching level, is a live full moon fire lab in January. So let me just wrap up by showing you what is here. So we have our 4 group coaching sessions with Kalkidas and I. Those are January 3rd, every Friday in January. Okay, at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Then as another part of the program, you'll have a live full moon meditation that happens to be on January 12th. I believe it's a Sunday. Yes, it is a Sunday. And we'll join together again and do this group meditation, which Dr. Pillai says, everything is multiplied on a full moon. So your prayers are multiplied, what you do, your meditations, your chanting, everything. We'll give you techniques to do during the full moon. You can do it at home at any time, or during the meditation itself. A bonus is that final session that I mentioned on January 31st. Again, it's a Friday, and then Dancing with Shiva. It's on the Dancing with Shiva album, but it's Lakshmi chant, and it's superb. I love it. Again, early bird bonuses and savings through December 14th. You can join the full moon December meditation. And as long as you register by 7 a.m. Pacific time, it happens at 7 a.m. Pacific, so you have to make sure you register before then in order to get access. And then you'll save $50 off of the coaching portion, which is already a steal. One of my colleagues is like, I can't believe you're doing this for so low. And I was like, I know, I just want everyone to benefit. I just want everyone to join this program. So just $45 for the 30-day journey. That's the 10 to 20 minutes a day of each of those little topics, as well as a meditation from Dr. Pillai. And then the 30-day plus coaching, which is with Sunny and I every week, every Friday in January. So really anchoring in what it is you want to manifest and getting access to 2 of Pillai Center's longest standing teachers and coach. So, and that early bird ends there. So this is $45.99. There is not a currency conversion on this because once we get the app set up, they don't do that. So, so these are the pricings for everybody. And if there are questions, I will certainly take them now. Question is yes. So it'll be every Friday. And the reason we picked Friday is because Friday is Lakshmi's day. It's the day for Shreem Brzee. Friday, the entire day is ruled by Venus, which is the overlord of Venus is Lakshmi, who is Shreem Brzee. So we're getting supported by that energy. That session happens to happen East Coast during right after Lakshmi, right after Venus Hora, but in Mercury Hora, which is also highly auspicious and very prosperous. The full moon meditation is happening, I believe, during, I forget, but it might be during Venus Hora as well. So we picked all the timings that'll work perfectly. Reiterating that the group coaching will involve, we're going to give you daily things to do. I have been actually doing a daily hydration to the Shreem Brzee statue, and it's been incredible. So we want you to have a statue or yantra. If you don't already, you can order it now in order to have it by the time the program starts. And that'll be like a bonus part of what we're going to ask you to do. So any questions, we would love to hear from you. Yeah, you don't have to commit more than the 10 to 20 minutes a day. That's it. Even in the coaching sessions, those will be once a week. And we might give you additional things to do during the week, like the hydration, which can also just take 5 minutes. So it's not going to be highly time, a high time commitment, but we really want you to integrate Shreem Brzee into your life. So we'll just be giving you key ways to do that without adding more burden of, let's say you have a really full life, or maybe you're in other programs, if you're in mystery school or miracle school or anything else. We don't want to give you anything heavy to take on, because you are already doing techniques and meditations there. So this is why this will be a short time commitment if you'd like it, but we'll give you options to go longer for those of you who aren't in other programs and really want to kind of spend that additional time on your Shreem Brzee practice. Maybe also integrate some clean Brzee to help manifest soulmate. Yes, sure, definitely. We can talk about clean Brzee as well, which was given by Dr. Pillai this year. Okay, so I think that's all the questions and everything that we wanted to go through today. I hope that you take these 4 steps to creating prosperity in a new year seriously and implementing them. And we invite you to join this journey that we're starting on January. Like I said, I will do a complimentary preparatory session on New Year's Eve on your visioning for the new year. So we're going to come with a workbook or download our workbook or a journal to just write out what it is you want to create. So we'll be going through a process, and it's actually something I do every year, usually just by myself. So this time I'm inviting all of you, and I really can't wait. So I'm really honored to be with you. And I really hope you take advantage of this, because like I said, we did keep the price as low as we possibly could in order to make this just abundantly available. And I want to see all of you there on January 1st. Okay, lots of love to you all. Shreem Brzee, and we'll see you soon. Namaste.